chickens make good pets for children? I think there is a lot of common ground between different pets that make them a good experience for kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. My oldest has been around our hen since he was about 9 months old, and he enjoys his hens, and these are some of the positive impressions I think our hens have made on him. Hi, I'm Beth from Garden City Chickens. If you're new to my channel, I share weekly about my little flock of hens in my little garden in the United Kingdom. It's fun to give the hens their names. He's named them after things that they do, so like there's Pecky or there's Boss Chicken. Also, he's named one Prudy the Second because he misses Prudy the First. Having hens he's learned age-appropriate responsibility for caring for their needs. So he's 5. He helps me refill the food. He enjoys scatter feeding, throwing that out for the hens. My 1-year-old has now learned about scatter feeding, and she's very enthusiastic about that. Also, kind of in his mind about caring for the hens, he likes to draw pictures of like what a new home could be like for them. So he'll put some fun features in there, like a tree house and a slide, ladder, perches. He has developed empathy for the hens, which is the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, or chicken's feet for this matter. He'll say, Prudy seems sad, she didn't get any grapes, or, why is Coco bossing everyone around, she's grumpy. He knows them as individuals and can anticipate their behavior. He also loves his chickens. He'll use the word love, and he'll go to his hens and he'll pick up his favorite one, Prudy, and at the moment, and give her a really big cuddle and a kiss. We didn't model this, for him, proper cuddling. But it's really sweet that, he wants to love on his favorite hen. The children together have found their own way of playing with the hens. And essentially it's them having food and involves the hens like following, chasing them around. My oldest has also learned about grieving, coping with sadness, losing a hen. He's learned how to, cope with that sadness, remember the hen, and then move on. He's learned to wash his hands after being in the rear garden around the hens, and he's really good at remembering to scrape his boots or shoes on the boot scraper to get any chicken poo muck off, and then he'll take them off on the mat before he goes into the house. He also has learned where eggs come from. He'll collect the eggs, and sometimes he'll do some cooking or baking in the kitchen with the eggs. And my 1-year-old is now also very enthusiastic about collecting the eggs. Like, she gets that's a special fun thing to do. So she has broken a few, but it's really cute. Keeping hens has led to a new hobby of bird watching. Now that we're familiar with like the behaviors of our hens, we, see those behaviors in wild birds, and we can watch them now with more understanding of what they're doing or what's going on. And then finally, my son will spend more time in the garden because we encourage him to spend time with his hens, with his pets. So he would spend more time out there than I think he might otherwise. We gave our oldest child 3 sexed chicks during the start of the COVID lockdown, and we kept them for 6 weeks in our house, in our sitting room. Yeah, we actually did that. I've made another video about why we chose to do that and some of the challenges. And there were some positives of that, actually. The chicks became socialized during those 6 weeks to all of our sounds and movements. My children had much more opportunity to interact with the chicks and get familiar with the chickens' movements and sounds, and so they became more confident around the hens. And it was just fun to be able to sit on the sofa and watch them because birds are really interesting. The challenges of keeping hens with children. Our hens seem to sometimes peck hard at our kids' hands if they do have food, or if the hens even just think they have food. And sometimes the kids will cry. It will surprise them and make them cry, or it hurts a little bit and it makes them cry. And hens also, they poo a lot, kind of everywhere, so it's not nice when poo gets on the kids' shoes or on their hands and their clothes. Do you think your children would like hens as pets? Feel free to comment below or send me a message. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye!